Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at Volvo EX30 render images. We're also looking at the Polestar 4 SUV crossover render images. Now I came across this article on Autocars and I saw a render of the Polestar 4 SUV. If this is what the Polestar 4 SUV looks like, yes please. I love it. I want more from Volvo and from Polestar. It looks absolutely incredible and it looks very similar to the renders, the examples that I published on my website. So these are the official images. Now we'll do a full comparison of this vehicle compared to the renders that I posted. Now over on our Monument website, we've got our Polestar section with all of our Polestar information. And if we scroll down, we'll get the Polestar 4 SUV concept. This is a concept design vehicle that I found online on Instagram and I thought, wow, this looks very similar to what the Polestar 4 will look like. It's a crossover SUV. From a lot of angles, this actually looks like a sedan, but if you look at this vehicle closer, especially from the rear, you will tend to notice that this vehicle does indeed look like a coupe SUV, which is exactly what we want to understand. So this concept was created by Jasper on his Instagram account. This gives us a better example of what this concept looks like, and I think this looks very similar, not exactly the same, but it looks very similar to the concept that we're seeing on Autocars. So this is that concept. So this is an idea of the designs side by side. Like I said, you think about it, both examples look like a sedan. They both look like a premium sedan, in fact very similar to the Polestar 5 Sport sedan. From the back, the car tends to look more like an SUV. However, from the front, facing towards the vehicle, it looks more like a sedan on both renders. But nevertheless, this is what the Polestar 4 will look like. It will look particularly similar to the render from Autocars. I've got to say, I am very impressed with this render. This is particularly impressive because this tells me that they know exactly what the real car will look like. In fact, I'm guessing the images were leaked to Autocars and other companies as well. But in order to stay anonymous, Autocar must have promised the leaker that, hey, we will re-render, redesign this image to look similar but not the exact same. So this is pretty close to what the Polestar 4 will look like. But in order to protect the anonymous source, Autocars has redesigned it to look slightly different. Additionally, this is another example of what the Volvo EX30 Volvo could look like. It's a short back, full size SUV. And these were the images that were teased by Volvo themselves. So it actually gets us very excited that we're getting two different versions of the Volvo EX90. We're getting the big sedan. We are getting the big flagship SUV, but we're also getting a much smaller compact size of this vehicle. And I'm guessing that many things will be same. And I'm guessing that there'll be a lot of similarities. Now what Autocars has to say, set to be revealed this year before sales kicks off in October, the EX30 is likely to rival Mercedes-Benz EQA and will sit below the existing Volvo XC40 Recharge and Volvo C40 models in the firm's growing lineup for electric SUVs. It is expected to be twinned with the Polestar 4. Yeah, they'll be quite similar. Perhaps in technology, but not so in looks. We can perhaps even expect that the pricing will be quite similar. Now that's not just it, but it looks like the vehicles will use a modified version of the parent company Geely SEA architectural platform. And this is very common. Volvo and Polestar tends to use Geely technology. Polestar tends to use Volvo technology and platforms. For an example, the new EX90 is sharing a platform with the Polestar 3. That's their premium flagship SUV. Both companies, in fact. And I thought that was a very smart thing for Volvo and Polestar to do. It saves them a lot of money in development and it saved them a lot of unnecessary design. And I think it's well executed because both vehicles look completely different. You have to admit the Polestar 3 and the Volvo EX90, they look like completely different vehicles exterior wise. However, on the interior, they look very familiar, very similar. Just a slight difference within the dashboard, the materials that are used. However, the infotainment system, very similar. The layout of the interior is very similar. And I'm not surprised. Even the seats are designed by Volvo. That I'm not surprised by either. I think it all comes down to smart decision making. But ultimately, I think this will make both companies' customers very happy regardless. So some more information on the Polestar 4. It's due to release this year. It will be debuted this year at least, but it'll probably go on sale next year, 2024, and it will rival the Porsche Macan. That's Porsche's fully electric SUV that's coming quite soon, and the current Porsche Macan as well. Now it will be positioned below the recent revealed Polestar 3, and that's very important, and it intends to win over buyers from the likes of Audi, Q4 e-tron, as well as the Macan. Polestar is understood to be working towards a starting price under £40,000. That would be absolutely incredible. This is what the car will look like. So this actually makes me more confident. With our rendered image from Jasper, I was quite certain that the car would look somewhat similar, maybe 70 to 60%. With the recent renders from Autocar, I'm more impressed that this design will represent perhaps 80 to 90% in similarities. Because for one, it's using a lot of Volvo traditional designs from the Polestar 3 translated into what the Polestar 4 could look like. Very smart indeed. So that's it on the Volvo EX30 and the Polestar 4 SUV. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want some more information on this, check out the Auto Cars blog. Check out their article to learn a bit more. If you'd like some more information on Jasper's concept design or any information on our website, feel free to check out Monument. We've got a list of articles on Polestar topics. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, and I will see you in our next video.